Oh, I was gonna ask how's coming on that because I haven't seen your recordings or anything on that.
Yeah, 8's village, right? So you've
Honestly,
taken down Dimitrescu. Have you taken down Moreau or Donna? Moreau and
yeah,
Donna. I called it. I am
yeah. 'Cause
psychic.
the order is big lady, the doll fucker, uh, creepy fish weird guy.
The Kappa
Then you
reference.
then you would go after brother whatever his name is, the dude with the hammer, the werewolf.
The Diet Magneto.
Yeah,
Heisenberg.
but yeah, and then you go after sister whatever or mother. I can't remember his mother or
Mother
sister. Yeah,
Miranda.
I know. I cussed in the first one right now.
Son of a.
Are you gonna play the DLC?
I'm
By the
not
way,
sure if it ends up pissing me off like Sevens did, then I probably won't, but we'll see.
it's. I mean, do you want me to tell you what it is? I know what it is.
Yeah, go for it.
So the DLC is like I can't remember how many years in the future, but you're playing as Hunter will be in nice. You're playing as Rose. Like she's grown up. I think she's a teenager, like some kind of teenager. You're playing as her for a bit,
Oh,
and you're going back there to the village.
I see.
Kind of, sort of.
I bet the Duke has a grand old laugh when he sees you walk in. When he sees Rose walk in.
Yeah.
No spoilers, but it's interesting. It's interesting because I just got done rewatching Jacksepticeye's playthrough of 8, and I liked it. Because 8 does introduce the whole. I think 8 at some point introduced the I can't remember what it's called, but it's a 9 where it's just the open area, just shoot them and mow them down. If you're a fan of anything like a lot of like COD, Battlefield, stuff like that, where it's just get in, shoot them, get out. It does got a fun little section of that in it.
Yeah, I got to a part where it was just basically it was the castle where you're going to meet the werewolf guy for the second time, and the only weapon I had ammo for was the sniper rifle, and I kept just absolutely bodying people. I'm like, sorry, Capcom, I played far too much Call of Duty for this to be a problem.
Oh no. The Ian, you haven't hit it yet. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's gonna come a scene where you're like, God, this is a little too easy. You're gonna get it to enjoy a submachine gun. I think it was a submachine gun. I can't remember the gun, but a submachine gun and a lot of fire in.
Rounding 30 cal. Watch out for the blood on the trigger.
I'm almost certain it is some form of submachine gun though. So I bet you can see that. I've got a feeling, Mary, you'll be able to guess what the big twist is in the story.
Not yet, but I feel like I just don't see Ethan living. But
Tomato. You never know.
Christopher
That's
Redfield
not
a
the.
real piece of shit.
Oh, you think he's gonna kill? You think he's gonna kill Ethan?
But I think that he's the reason that Ethan's going to die.
Honestly, no spoilers. I won't spoil it for you.
But Ethan's running around with 8 fingers and is constantly getting poisoned, acid attacks, and tactically lost his right hand and then grew it back a second time. So at this point,
I mean,
it's
yeah.
just like he's done.
Look, he's Ethan Winters. He's the immortal. He can't die. Just pour some goo on it, and he'll be fine.
The Fishman was the only one that I had any trouble with. I had to fight him twice so far.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is. He's surprisingly difficult because of the what is it? That little like you have to go run around to drain the pond to get to him.
Yeah, you have to you have to dredge the waters to bring him out.
yeah, and then the terrain that you're fighting in, it's easy to get sidetracked because it's easy to kill him, but you can corner yourself and then you get hung up on the environment and that's entirely your fault. And so I died, I was like, okay, that was stupid, and then figured out what I was, it was very easy to just not do that, and then I pretty much ended up having like the first fight took a long time and then I died, and then the second fight I was like I was a speed runner. I had his ass pinned down pretty good. The AI
Damn.
that controlled him couldn't even really figure out what to do, so it kept like spamming his acid attack against buildings, and then it'd get confused and he'd get turned around and he couldn't find me, and I was like, I'm shooting at you, turn around.
Yeah, when you're because if I'm not mistaken, like you fight him into like the kind of dried out area, and you need to use explosives to kind of slow him down and shoot the part of his body that's sticking out of the giant fish monster thing.
Yeah, and you don't really need the explosions. I mean, they help, and I use them because they're fun, but
Oh god, yeah.
like at one point they gave me 3 mines, so I just threw them all in a row right next to an explosive barrel, and that really did them in quick.
I like the way they have it set up there, where like everybody of that village is made from like this weird crystalline mutation.
Yeah.
Like the crystals grow off their body. I really like that. I think I'm gonna steal that idea and do something with it, because that is one of my favorite Resident Evil little things, where it's like yeah, we here's the reason why they're all kind of monsters. They have these weird mutated crystal growth that gives them some wacky abilities.
What's really weird is 8 is obviously a direct sequel to 7, except for it feels like a direct sequel to 4, and it takes all of the things that 4 sucks at and does it better.
Yeah, eight does pretty good. 8 does pretty good. I still like 4 more than 8 in my personal opinion, but that's probably more nostalgia than anything else speaking.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, with how good 8 is and how it's like made up for the sins of 4, it dropped 4 down to a B for me.
Hey, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Um, I can't wait to watch you play 9. I think watching you play 9 will be interesting. Have you been reading the lore and stuff though on 8, like all the little in-world things?
I've been reading some of it. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on it because, I'm trying to just play through the game, and I don't want to have people have 10 minutes of text because I read like a Neanderthal.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Well, I can't. I don't know if you're in the area that would explain how the 3 vampire sisters got made or not.
I think I saw something about it. I don't remember what the hell it was, but
Yeah, they were an interesting little design. I liked the concept of them, but at the same time, it's like so they're not really vampires.
oh, they're just like mosquito people.
Yeah, basically they were like just 3 large humanoids made of a mass of insectoids.
Oh, I'm ready to get this show on the road, boys.
Go Reddit.
Hate crime.
No.
Oh.
Let's not do it. Let's not do that kind of a
Well,
crime.
Ominous might have to commit some. We don't know.
Well, I got some I got some you know what's to talk about. Mayor, can you go ahead and play Mirage?
Yes, it's playing now.
Mirage, thank you. So, we're not going to do a recap. We're not going to do a recap from last episode. We're going to cold cut it. And we're going to cold cut to about 5 minutes before the end of the session. From last week. We see a giant Metro bullet train. We see it from the outside running along the tracks, just speeding down. We can hear the sounds of it as it's going. And then we peer into the train. We see women, children, men, all different races, age. Some people are talking on phones. Some people are just going about the day. You can hear a child looking to their mom, going, Mama, when are we going to get there? You know, having fun. A mother's reading some kind of story off her phone to her kids. One kid's, playing on his tablet. But we focus in on a dwarf. An older gentleman who'd probably be Leviathan's 70. He'd be the Leviathan 70 for a dwarf. A bit older, but, still looking good. Got a bit of that salt and pepper and a gray beard. He's an older gentleman, kind of walking with a cane. As you see, he's just sitting there looking at his phone, kind of like grandpaing up with his big sausage fingers, trying to text something. You can hear him gruffing like, damn technology, and it stuff. I just, and you see him like, I just gotta tell Clara I'll be home for dinner. And you just hear him grouching. Then we cut from him to this humanoid. Looks to be not maybe sure. Medium build, a little stocky, a little lithe at the same time, with a blue hoodie with his head covered and a backpack on his shoulder. We see the back of them only. They're weaving kind of through the crowd, not doing a good job. They're getting bumped and knocked and pushed here and there, but they're making through. And they sit next to our dwarven gentleman. The dwarf barely notices them as they're trying to work the thing, and the individual just keeps staring at the dwarf, almost intently, almost with some sort of purpose, some sort of reason. But we never really see their face. And as the tunnels go in and we hear a stop, District 8, stop! The kid gets up and leaves. But he leaves his backpack. The dwarven gentleman has no recollection, doesn't even notice it. He's too busy trying to figure out the phone, trying to send a message, doesn't want to anger his wife. We see a mess of people get off and another mess of people get on. You hear something about next stop District 9. And it departs. But it never makes it to destination. It is halfway through. We take another shot from the outside of the train before there is a massive explosion rocking the tunnels and derailing the train. And unfortunately, while it is derailed, another train comes by and they smash into each other, creating a giant fireball. Now we cut to the party, or the individuals of our party. Hunter.
Yes.
What would Gus have been doing at this time? It's kind of a little free time. I'd say it's probably a good couple of hours since Alice's debate. You've kind of had the run to yourself. You've been free to do almost anything.
I guess he'd probably just be roaming around.
Alright, you're roaming around. You're doing you. And all of a sudden, as you're roaming out, you hear and feel on your phone, as well as everybody around you, you hear the Leviathan safety notification. You kind of hear your phone go ding, and as you look, train derailment between districts 8 and 9. Casualties still estimating. Please remain calm for your own safety. And if you look, the numbers that they're calculating just keep going up and up for the number of dead and injured. There is starting getting live feed. Maybe you go to social media, maybe you don't. But you can see the train accident that's just going up and up and up. Chaos. Oh, sorry, Hunter, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. He'd just be like, it's no good.
Chaos. You were sleeping off you were trying to sleep off a hangover just a little bit in your neck of the wood, the bed. You're groggy, your head's still pounding from the alcohol you drank. When your phone wakes you up and notifies you, just get that Leviathan alert, just butting. You're like, what the fuck? And as you look at your phone, same as what I just told Hunter. Ship train accident. And right now, the death toll they have at 500, and the injured toll they have estimated to be about 1,000. And you can see it's just steadily rising, as this is ship estimates of how many probably are dead.
Porsche, while he was trying to put on the glasses to help him read better and the blur, help see better through the blurriness, just feels him barely feels him tumble off his face as he's just staring in blank horror at the screen, just watching that number continuously tick up and up.
Ominous.
Yep.
You are getting ready for some sleep. You know, it's probably late afternoon now, I'd say like between 8 and 10 p.m. You're in District 10. You've been told, or you've been talking to some of the individuals here in District 10. They've been nice to you. They've been friendly with you, almost like a family. I think you decreed you're gonna spend the night with somebody or some people at one of the houses, which you know, you're talking, and then everybody's phones begin to get that same notification. And as you look, you see train derailment. Multiple dead, multiple injured. Estimated count, 800 dead, 2,000 injured. And the number is still steadily climbing on both. And you can hear whispers and hushes and between people there, like, hey, wasn't Jacob supposed to be on a train coming back? Wait, wasn't Bronny supposed to be coming back? Didn't Maribeth just leave? You can see whispers, panic starting to set in on people, some worry.
Yeah, he'll show those emotions too, and ask whoever's close, like, what do we do with this? Do we check on these people?
You see one of them, like, it's old Jim. You end up talking to old Jim, and he's just like, I'm not entirely sure, but we might want to get our medical areas open up. I bet the hospital's gonna be overrun, and they're gonna hire out and contract any private hospitals and private medical areas they can. And you watch as he'll like start just taking command, like getting people's attention, like, all right, we need to do this and this, get this stuff ready. If it becomes a medical issue, let's go, folks.
Yep. He will
Alrighty.
follow that. Yeah, he'll listen to that.
Okay. Next up, last but not least, Alice. You were drinking with Mama Isa. You just saw the news, and you two are like, you're staring at this kind of gobsmacked, just like, holy hell, what just happened? And then the news says, if you have any information about this individual, and again, they show that human kid, the teenage individual. Both you and Isa are staring at it gobsmacked, like, wait, why would somebody do that? Who would do that? You get a notification on, I'm gonna assume Alice has two phones, one her private phone and one her Leviathan phone, as for her runnings and stuff.
Yeah.
You get a message from the Leviathan, basically like alert system, and it kind of says, one Alice Jinks, owner of whatever you named the warehouse, I can't remember. It has been deemed that you have a medical room with 4 beds. These 4 beds are going to be rented out for individuals. 2 have already been claimed. 1, get the names for you if it will load for me. Sorry. 1 for Abel the Minotaur. Come on. Sorry, 1 second. Somebody be stupid for me. And 1 for Lyra Jink, originally known as Lyra Montgomery. Your other 2 beds will get used as soon as possible.
I will quickly pull up social media under the campaign account and just say, recently saw the news, I have my own private clinic, it will be made available to everyone.
Okay. As you're on social media, you see the biggest trending video right now is something called The Threat. And you click on it.
Yeah.
So it shows up to this like black background and some outline of a humanoid and a distorted voice that says, "People of Leviathan, it is time for us to do what is right and kill those that have wronged us. I will be planting a bomb on the 9 o'clock subway train from District 7 to District 11. You cannot stop it, but I ask those that are not of the blade or the blade do not enter the vehicle." And as you watch that, it's like, that is all. But the video still plays. The lights go on in the background, and the outlined individual gets a face. It's the kid you saw from the news. And you hear it's no longer a distorted voice, but it's a normal voice. Okay, that's all I need to do. Oh shit, this is still on! And then immediately the video ends.
Alice just stands up and goes, "Alright, I've had enough." And she's going to send a text to everybody that I told you about behind the scenes.
Okay. You are asked to meet at Ivory's location then. To probably meet tomorrow morning if possible at Ivory's warehouse for that.
I said it as a hard, this is happening.
Alrighty. Where are you heading?
I'm going to head back to my room to specifically talk to my wife, who's the only one I did not send a text to. I'm going to tell her in person.
Okay. You make it home. What exactly? She's kind of like, you can see she's completely like, she's gobsmacked. You see she's got the TV on. She's looking at her phone, trying to understand what's going on. They have the estimated death toll at 1,200 and the estimated injury at 4,000.
All right. That's it. I've had enough.
I don't understand. What is going on?
I don't know, but they've involved my mother now, who's currently in the warehouse injured as of right now. That doesn't mean that she won't. I don't know if she's going to make it. So I'm going to amp things up, and I'm going to need your help as well as other people. We're going to be meeting at We're going to be meeting at one of my business partners' warehouses in the morning, and we're going to start a plan because this is not happening anymore. I'm going to put an end to all of this once and for all.
Yeah, no. You see, she's shell-shocked, but she's agreeing with you. She's not arguing with you.
I'm just gonna look at her very seriously for the, one of the very rare times that this ever happens. I'm not holding any secrets from you. Everything we're going to do from here on out is not legal. But we're gonna get results. And we're gonna get them fast.
She just nods to you.
Now, this is your only out. We can very seriously end up in jail or worse. But I am not holding anything back. There's no more jokes to be told. Everything is going to be put into a very swift and dangerous motion. And I'm going to have this done all within 24 hours. And we are going to start escalating every week until it's over.
You see a look of determination in her eyes. No. Whoever did this needs to pay.
I need you to understand that while they're blaming the Legion, that has nothing to do with the Blade, and we might have to get involved with them. If we can suss out whether or not they were innocent this whole time, and they really were given the blame because of a breakaway group, we're going to need all the help that we can get. This isn't going to be fun for anybody, but this is going to be the only way that we can do this.
You see a look of like chewing the bottom lip, like the words are sour, but I have to consider that kind of idea. I know. What do you need me to do?
You're going to need to attend the meeting, because then you're going to know once and for all how I plan to fund all of this and what it all is going to entail. And then from there on out, we're going to have to continue to use your position to monitor the council.
Okay.
And then from there on, I don't know what happens, but we're just gonna have to see what happens.
I know very much what happens. You two are watching the news as the death count just rises and the injury list gets higher. Korsh,
Yes?
you're at the warehouse. You're wherever in the warehouse. I don't know where you said you were going off to your little area, which we'll say. But as you're kind of laying there reading the thing, you just hear a bang, bang, bang at your door as you hear Rumbacher's voice screaming, "Korsh, if you're conscious, I could use some help."
Give me a second.
Now! We have bodies! And we have people!
Of course, immediately, feels the sleep just wipe away from his brain. On it. Give me 2 seconds to get dressed.
You hastily put yourself on, you come out, you come to the hospital. There are already 4 people in the hospital beds, and then you see they're just bringing more people in various arrays. Some people are small injuries that don't need a hospital bed, but they've got folding chairs and all sorts of crap out there to keep them. Some of them it's you can't house them here without another bed, and you can see people are Brumbacher's arguing with somebody we can't take care of them. We're already 4 deep. We can take the minor injured and get them going, but you've got to take the major. And it's he's keeping it collective, but you can see the irritation in his voice as there's people screaming what the fuck are we supposed to do? We can't take him. As it's pandemonium in here. But make me a perception check so you can see who's all in here, or who of note that you can recognize is in here.
$18 plus 12, dirty 30.
So there's some human woman with terrible 3rd and 4th degree burns. It looks like her right arm from her entire right arm is gone. Whatever she had for facial hair and like hair upon her head is gone. And she's getting terrible burns. That's all gone. She's pretty bad.
catatonic.
Yes.
Oh, she
Amongst
is like
other
just
things.
laying on the ground, just catatonic. Great.
No, she's in the bed. She's in the bed, hooked up to some IVs and some other stuff. As you
Okay,
see,
good.
like I said, Rumbacher's running around trying to work people, but he's also yelling at these others to get some people out, get them to a better facility as they don't have the resources. There is an adult male standing over her. He looks familiar. He looks so familiar, but for just right now in the panic and the way everything's going on, you can't recognize him as his left arm just above the elbow is gone. You see it's like tourniqueted off so it's not bleeding anymore. And his left ear and that little chunk of his head is gone and burnt. Like sheer. You see him like he's wearing some form of medical gear. So you're like, okay, he's gotta be a doctor of some kind. And he seems to be like trying to work on this lady and then hopping around to the other beds. Go ahead.
Can I recall knowledge to see if I can remember her?
Her or him?
If I can recall the individual?
The male or the female? Which one?
The male. Since he's
yeah.
clearly...
Society. I'll let you run a society check.
Alright, scroll down. There. Okay. 16 plus 4, dirty 20.
20. You're like, how do I know him? How do I know him? Alice! This is Howard
Oh,
Jr.
shit.
This is Alice's father. He's not a doctor. He's an inventor. He shouldn't be doing anything medical. But you can see he's like running around to the 4 bodies like he's not doing anything major medical. He's just checking the IVs and putting fluid on for them. As you see, there is a Minotaur female, and you see Doug is like holding the Minotaur's hand, and he's like just drenched crying as you realize this is Doug's younger sister. Abel the Minotaur is Doug's younger sister, if you remember.
Korsha seeing this and realizing immediately locks in and just quick slips on his slips on his gloves, and with that steely glint of a surgeon going into a potentially fatal surgery, he's gonna try and do his best to help however he can.
All right, go ahead and make me a medicine check, because as you're looking at her, you kind of move the sheet. She doesn't have legs anymore. They are gone. Just like right above the knees are these gnarly stumps that you can see. Rumba is like kind of like he's definitely tourniqueted off so the blood loss can stop, but he's running around so many people. The other 2 beds you see are 2 individuals that you don't recognize. One is a halfling male with some pretty bad burns and like a nasty, like looks like glass or metal and shrapnel up in his right upper shoulder and neck. And then the 4th bed is some sort of you're not entirely sure. You think a humanoid of some kind, but there's just so much blood and grime you can't make out the facial features. But go ahead and start making a medicine check just to see how this is coming around.
Thankfully, I have a mastery in that, which makes it plus 17. With
Add an additional 5 to that as well.
All right, 22 then. 22 plus 18, 40.
All right, you're like, okay, I know what I'm doing, but just in the rush of everything, you feel like all of a sudden it's like something's flowing, something's coming, and Rumbox like just comes up, hands you like this little like tin box. He's like, take these, it'll help. Let's go. And you see he is moving around with the precision of like a seasoned hospital operator. Yeah, he's running perfect as he has 3 abilities actually that are specifically designed for this type of environment. And with him giving you that +5 bonus, you guys are working on person after person after person. And maybe you pop one of the mints, maybe you don't, but you just feel your brain being sharp
at this point,
completely on point.
Course should probably like wind up accidentally popping 2 in first and just sticking with 1 after the initial rush of the 2 wore off.
It's strong. It's like hitting. It's like it has the same stimulation to the brain as like a high level like nicotine pouch to keep you stimulated, but it's not nicotine. It's something else. You can tell that. But your brain's not focused enough to try to figure out what it is. But you're going from body to body to person to person to person to jumping around. And you're just working and working. You're able to get people, but as you're working, the humanoid that you're not able to identify, they unfortunately pass away, and the halfling do not make it due to blood loss and then succumbing to their injuries.
Porsche just morosely pulls the sheet over the halfling, head just hanged in utter shame. I'm sorry.
And as soon as they're dead, you see Rumbacher's like, I'm sorry, friend. Notify, like, does a little, like, two-finger, come here. Two guys come in, pick up the halfling's body, take it out, pick up the humanoid's body, take it out. Two more come take their place. Right now, it's an elf, and one is, like, another one is, like, a fish race. And again, severe injuries. Make me another medicine check.
Of course, just gonna quickly slap the sides of his face a couple of times, anime style, shake his head. Right, let's get back to it. Let's see, still +5?
Yep, still +5.
Alright, so 22 plus 15, 37.
The elf has very bad lacerations over their face and the right eye, and there is perforating shrapnel on the like lower abdomen that's going up in such a way that you think it might be touching or piercing a lung. And the fish individual has severe damage to the left side of their body where their gills are, and their arm and their upper rib cage, as there's burns, shrapnel, and other damage.
Is the elf's eye salvageable or is it destroyed?
No, it is destroyed. You take a look. It's like with the time and energy you're doing right now, you're realizing real quickly this is not perfection. This is meatball surgery to get them alive and keep them ticking. As you guys are running around and just trying to right now, you're doing damage control. You're trying to make sure they live.
This is Field Hospital World War I style. This ain't pretty.
Yeah, this is like the MASH units. It ain't good. You're trying to make sure they're alive. Gus.
Yes.
You're making your way back to the warehouse, and you're seeing people just running in and out. Some of them are carrying like dead bodies on stretchers and laying them out in the hallway. Some people are helping like injured folks in. What are you doing as soon as you see this?
I guess he would probably make his way inside and try and find Alice.
Alice is not in the warehouse.
Oh.
You do see Korsch. You do see Rumbacher. Those are the only two employees that you see that you know and recognize.
Yeah, I guess he'll look over at Korsch and be like, what do I do?
Just help however you can.
I guess he'd run back outside. Is there any there's probably no dirt or any
No,
dirt on the
there's
ground
no
or anything.
Oh god, there's no dirt on this ship kind of thing. That's like a commodity used by the agricultural district and stuff, dude.
Right. I was hold on.
If you want, you could probably help them with like moving the bodies and helping people in.
I guess he'll run outside, and he would know where carts are at since he was on the cleaning crew. He'll go find a cart and just, start anything that's dead. He'll just start throwing in the cart and hauling off.
Okay, you start putting people.
Personal effects, dude.
You're not robbing them, no. Okay, you're helping them move out bodies. Is like, unfortunately, people are succumbing to their wounds out here, especially the really bad ones. People are dying, and like people have been calling for the Graveyards Guild, the clergy, all that to come take care of the bodies, but it's not working, and you're like, fuck it, be damned. You start sending the bodies down what you know is the cremation tubes. You know they're supposed to get proper burial rites before they go down this. If like you're supposed to do like a some whatever, but you're like, this is an emergency. We can't have them piling up. This can become a medical problem.
Yeah,
So you're
it
just
would be-
taking
I
you're
think-
taking them.
I think he would look at it like this is just going to cause problems and cause us probably just to get people to get more diseases. So he's like, he'll pay for the consequences later, I guess, if he gets caught.
Yeah, you're piling bodies. You're running over there. You're throwing them down the inferno chute, because normally they take the bodies for decomposition to turn into fertilizer. But it's like, no, they need to go down the incinerator tube. We cannot keep the bodies here. And normally these things are locked, but you see, it is unlocked right now. You can just start tossing.
Oh, he'll just start. I mean, he'll do like a little, I guess, a prayer to himself, be like, "I'm sorry," but and just start chucking.
Pray to whatever God will listen to you. And
Yeah.
say you're sorry, and just start hucking them down. Go ahead and make me a athletics check on this one.
That would be.
Is there a different
28.
music for this situation, or is it just Mirage?
It is just Mirage. I don't have anything else right now.
Okay. I figured it'd be
Is it
something
part
a
of-
little bit more emergency, like, kind of deal, but never mind.
What I'm on right now is it's on a very somber note for mine right now, so
Oh, there it is.
yeah, I was gonna say you might be a little out of tune from what mine and theirs are on, but mine's on the very somber tone. So
I'm like 31 minutes into Mirage.
this part I'm thinking is at 30. Yeah, about 35 is when it really starts kicking. But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I
okay,
love the AC mech in the background now.
yeah. Even though I hate mechs and stuff like that. Anyways, ominous.
Yes.
You watch as they are bringing people into District 10. You have basically a fully functioning hospital out there. They're bringing, person after person after person after person. Men, women, children, just bringing the hospital. You can see doctors around trying to check on them. And there's some nasty damage. There is some nasty damage done to some of these people, like missing limbs, burnt bodies, and there's a lot of dead too. And with your ability, you can just see wandering spirits of like freshly dead people, like standing over their bodies, standing next to one loved ones, trying to like, "Hey, I'm not dead. I'm right here." And then they would see their body and like the realization they're dead. And some of them instantly pass when they see that. Some you can see are like still there, not understanding they're dead, not wanting to comprehend it. There's just a sea of spirits beginning to pop up in this area.
Are they managing medically wise, helping people?
Oh yeah, definitely. They've got a good medical area here.
Like, would it be like ominous would just be more in the way if you tried to help with the medical side of
Probably.
things?
You could probably help like getting people to and from the hospital or like little menial stuff, but you wouldn't be allowed to do any of the medical work, if that's what you're asking.
No, that's fair. He would find, because I can only do this once, and it's a new spell, a big enough area. He's gonna do Soothing Spring, and it's 30 feet wide, and it's a soothing spring that's comfortably hot and smells sulfurous. It's like a spa, and it heals for 10 d8s if you stay in there for the whole hour, and it can hold up to 16 medium or smaller. A large creature counts as 8 medium creatures.
Okay, so you're casting magic.
You're right.
I mean, it's up to you. I ain't gonna stop you. I'm not gonna
that would
stop
be
you.
allowed.
No, you can if you want to.
No, he can't risk that. He would go deal with the spirits then, making sure to help them cross over as much as they can. Not to get too confused and lost.
Okay. Roll me an occultism check.
Okay. Mm. 25?
You're doing your best to see them, talk to them, soothe them. There's a lot of lost, hurt, angry, scared souls, like every system of the emotion, but you're getting some to pass on. A lot of them are congregating together as you see there's like, if you remember that episode of MASH where Klinger almost dies and his ghost is out of his body walking around talking to the other ghosts, and he gets back to his body, but a private doesn't, and you see it's just the line of soldier ghosts walking down the dirt road, and basically the horizon of the forest. It is a sea of them walking back to the exit of District 10 and just kind of disappearing out. But you see almost a herd of cyclophores, which you know are the undead spirits that guide the dead to the boneyard. You see them everywhere. They will come up to a spirit, and you'll see them just like touch or grab them, and then they'll disappear. And a lot of them are small little birds or foxes or some sort of animal with the weird little hood and covering over their eyes. Some are small, like little humanoids that have wisps of shadow watching around them. They're talking. But there's one individual that is like dead staring at you. It is a tall, lithe, lanky creature with disproportionately long limbs and legs, a little hunched. It has long, 3-taloned hands and these giant, 3-clawed, like beast-like feet. It has some sort of hood coming over its face that drapes all the way to the ground, even though this creature has to be 10 or 12 feet tall. There's a single beady red glowing eye coming out of whatever this hood is, and it is staring at you, and you just see ethereal puffs of like smoke blowing off as it is walking around, touching the souls and sending them, but it has been dead set staring at you this entire time. It has not got close to you, but it has been staring at you.
You know what? Big enough mystery. He's gonna take out his mask. Try to see more with that being.
If I'm correct, the mask will let you see the history of a ghost. You want to try it on this spirit, whatever this is?
Whatever it is.
Okay, you remember you already roll me an occultism check. As you're not touching it, so you don't get the full effects, but you might be able to see something.
It's 19. 28.
Something in your mind staring at this thing just tells you this is a reaper. This is one of the beings meant to guard and traverse people past the boneyard. Once they've been judged, this is one of the beings that'll take the soul and take them to where they belong.
Dead set on me.
It is staring at you very intently.
Like a debt he didn't collect.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He'll just say to the thing respectfully, I'll go when I'm allowed. And yeah, and then I'll just keep working on the other ghosts and helping still.
All right.
And because we've emphasized this like a military like kind of base, just how structured is it being right now?
Extremely. There's a little panic, but it is very like there's a structure, there's a plan. People know to a degree what they are doing.
Mm-hmm. And is our lovely leader around at all? Overseeing any of this, or?
You have not seen him. I will put it that way.
Okay. Yeah, he also
It
keep
seems
up
like
for that then too.
okay. Seems like old Jim is kind of taking command or control right now.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much that. He'll help medically if someone really does need help, but other than that,
Yeah.
that's him.
You all are partaking and doing what you can. Some of you working medical, some of you helping spirits, some of you are disposing of bodies, and some of you are currently consoling your wife as the number keeps growing. One of you is almost catatonically paralyzed at a bar staring at a screen as somebody they know has just committed a ungodly atrocity. After their words in the last session may or may not have pushed the very edge on which this boy has jumped. Now, we jump 10 hours into the future. Korsh, you and Rumbacher, have been non-stop working for 10 hours straight. I don't know if Korsh has like mutagens that keep him going, or if he'll drink an energy drink, but it's just going and going and going. And you feel like there's not going to be an end to them, but after 10 hours of non-stop work and treatment, it has died down to the point where there are no more major, like, immediately working on them, they're gonna die. You're getting people in with like medium to minor injuries of like tourniquet it, wrap it, remove some shrapnel. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, Korsha, his eyes are bloodshot at this point. Maybe a little bit twitching from the 1, 2, 3 energy drink cans that are lying in a small pile from where he's just tossed them from just needing that shot of energy he needed to keep going. Rumbacher, is there even any sign of it slowing down out there?
The major ones are done. Major surgery is done. I just finished it on the human and the Minotaur too. They'll be okay for the most part. I think now it's minors. If you need a rest, take it. I can work on some of these.
You sound like you're about to fall. You sound like you're about to fall over on your feet. You take a rest first. You've been doing it longer than I have. I can go another hour.
I've got a few more in me. Besides, I've got to get to my clinic. A lot of children got hurt.
All right, I'll take you up on that. I'll sit for a minute. And he'll like slowly shuffle lurch his way over to a chair.
Okay, he's gonna look to the last individual. Okay. All right, Korsh, I've got to get to the clinic. And he's gonna grab his medical bag and he's gonna bolt.
Hells, what did this day become?
Currently in there, you see like passed out on a chair, sitting right next to his sister, is Doug. He's like still holding Abel's hand. Abel is now like, she's got the full setup. She's unconscious. She had to be given anesthesia so that he could work on her legs and cut off the dead and dying stumped tissues. Her legs are gone. From like halfway up there, completely gone. Had to shave the fur all the way up to the waist to do it safely. So she's got no hair down past her, like down to the bottom of her stumps. And the human...
Are the thighs at least intact, or is it like completely or are those damaged too?
Those are pretty damaged. She may lose them in the future. You are not 100% certain on that one. The human female, he spent a good 5 hours on her, just getting rid of little bits of embedded shrapnel and the honestly peppered skin of this woman, as like she has almost no skin. It is terrible 3rd and 4th degree burns down into the muscle and down to the bone in some spots. The human male that was with her, at some point you saw Rumbacher kind of like put him in a corner as he passed out, as his tourniquet unfortunately didn't hold for forever and it started to bleed again. He is currently like, this human is kind of like sitting in a chair, completely just unconscious. It looks like his left arm that got basically cut just above the elbow got wrapped up. He's unconscious, but he is sitting basically kind of right in the corner, right next to the human female's bed. Of the other 2 beds, there is some humanoid, probably you want to say female, and they're like middle teens, like 15 or 16. Just a lot of nerve damage, 2nd and 3rd degree burns. Like a good chunk of most of the lower body was burnt. And then the last here is a halfling gentleman. His eyes are gone. Whatever happened in this, the heat made his eyes pop, so he no longer has eyes, and has some terrible burnage up on the upper top of half of his head. His hair is gone from like the bridge of his nose up, 2nd and 3rd degree burns.
Horace just looks in utter moroseness. Looks utterly morose at all these people. Whoever did this, there's a special place in hell for them.
It's just blood. It is nothing but blood and death. And you look at your phone just to see what's going on. They currently have the death total at 3,000. And they have the injured total at 15,000.
His phone just falls from his numb hand, from his phone slips through his numb fingers, seeing that number.
And it's just growing. Like you can see it just still racking up as it's going.
He'll pick his phone up and just flick through his contacts. And he'll text someone.
Who do you text him? What do you text him?
I think you know who.
Oh, I think I do.
Hey, ... I take it you saw what happened on the TV. I've been working on the victims. It was a damn slaughter. Send.
You almost immediately get like the triple ... by it. You get a message back. Coffee and a breakfast sandwich sound good?
Yes.
Be there in 10.
Thank you.
And, about 10, I'd say 10, 15 minutes will go by as you smell at this point. You can smell. It's like mom and pop, high quality breakfast sandwiches and a couple cups of coffee. As you see Margaret come in, like holding like a big like tote bag worth of food and drink.
Oh, I love you right now.
Eat up. It's gonna be a busy
reasons.
day. Oh, thanks, sugar. But you might want to eat up. I got a feeling you're gonna be busy with today.
As if I wasn't busy enough before. 10 hours straight of trying to save those two.
Did they make it at least?
Half of them did.
Yeah, the boss is busy too. All these deads, the souls are attracted to him.
That must tie up things on your end.
Yeah, the boss has got, as the boss puts it, he might be a soul, but he's got a soul.
Glad to
His,
see he understands. I'm glad to see he shares my feelings on this matter.
Yeah. There's too many for his reborn project. He's gonna do his best to get a lot of them passed on. Those that want to try to come back to their body or a body can, but with just the sheer number, I don't think he's gonna try the reborn project. He's just gonna try to get them to pass on as quick as possible.
He'll just reach down, pick up his phone, and just show her the still growing number. I don't even think he could accomplish anything with this many people, with this many dead piling up this fast.
What I'm worried about is malignant spirits arriving.
There will be a lot of people who feel like they didn't deserve to die, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Also, any scavengers wanting bodies, I know they opened up the cremation tubes. You don't even have to be a ship official to open it now. They're just open. Any wayward necromancers or organ harvesters or any of that can just pop a tube and start catching before they hit the incinerators.
You don't think people already started doing that, or already started doing that, did you?
Oh, I bet you $1 million gold some people already have.
Sometimes people just break my faith, but then I find others who are capable of restoring it just as quickly.
The big issue is if it's both bad and good. I mean, think about it this way, sweetheart. If enough good organs are harvested, these people that are still alive that need organ transplants because of all the damage have a way to do it. But at the same time, they're still defiling the dead. And you know they're going to charge an arm and a leg for this stuff.
That much is true. So, I do see both sides. I just wish it didn't seem so predatory in the eyes of others to be doing what is practical. But then again, I'm not sure a lot of people would be willing to give up their pieces when they go.
A lot of them don't. The ship doesn't have a mandatory organ donor system. If you might die, the ship would rather cut you off and save the losses.
It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. So many people whose lives could be saved.
Yeah. Not much we can do, though.
Well, if Alice winds up getting a position she's been crowing about, I might slip the idea by her, see if she can get some things rolling.
The boss likes her. The boss really does.
She has that charisma about her.
She's got something, all right. Hell, even Law and Order likes her, and Law and Order doesn't like anybody.
I'm not surprised.
The boss did want me to tell you though, if you guys need any work or need any help, contact him. I think one of you still got the scorpion. Just put it in somebody's mouth, and we can talk directly.
All right.
Especially with the beast pirates coming in a couple of weeks, he's more than willing to work with you.
I'll pass it along to everyone else. Though I do have to admit, it is good that you came here. It was draining today.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. I'm gonna say the new necropolis is in an uproar right now because of this, and there's a lot of fighting going on.
Oh, lovely. No rest for the wicked, eh? And he'll just give her like a little
Indeed.
side squeeze.
Not indeed. She'll squeeze you back, and like I said, she's no pansy. She's got muscle. She's got that muscle.
Doing so inadvertently draws a small pleased hum from him.
Careful, sugar.
Squeeze me too much and you might find out.
You get some rest. You are barely on your feet. A stiff breeze could probably knock you over.
Yeah, and honestly, I think I'm starting to feel the crash from those drinks. I don't know why I was recommending them. They aren't really that strong, but the crash is definitely starting to kick me. Like, she can plainly tell that he's got like a bit of a twitch from the caffeine crash.
Get to bed, Korsh. I think I saw some beds in here while I was walking by.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Have a good night, Mark. He'll just like give her a little nuzzle.
Okay. Yeah, she'll help you to the bed, but then she's gonna head out because unfortunately she's busy now with this catastrophe.
Of course, goes to sleep with a small little smile on his face. No.
Alice,
Yes.
it has been 10 hours since this has happened. Did you get any sleep, or were you up with your wife all night watching the news?
No, we would have gotten the proper sleep. I would have insisted upon it so that we could stay sharp for the meeting.
Okay. Then probably around like 8 or 9, not even 8 or 9, probably on like 5 or 6 in the morning, there is a Hesby at your door.
I don't open the door, I just go, who is it?
This Alice Jenks.
Sure is. Why? What's going on?
Well, we've been informed we are your bodyguards.
Oh, wonderful. Come on in. I'll open the door.
You will see 2 dwarven gentlemen. One seems to be an older gentleman, like an older dwarf, completely bald on the head, like bleach white beard. He is wearing, you can instantly tell he's wearing the attire of a clergyman. He's wearing kind of what would represent kind of what like a Catholic priest would wear on their out and about in our world. They're wearing, the black top, black pants, black shoes, the little, but it's not a white band around the collar. It is like it's like a smoky gold band around the collar. There's a little bit of frilling at the edge of their cuffs, and their pants again have that same smoky gold color. And they have I think, hold on, Demiplane's being a little weird, so I can't get you the exact symbol, but they have a specific symbol like tattooed on their bald forehead. I'll get you that as soon as Demiplane wants to actually work with me. The other one up is a other dwarven gentleman. They look a bit younger, long, thick black hair that's done up in braids and stuff, but they are completely clean shaven. There's not an inch of facial hair to them. As you see, there is like a high grade medical, not medical, but industrial gas mask that is hanging around their neck. As you can see, some sort of like little, kind of similar to Korsh's apparatus, but more like definitely better technology, not directly embodied to the body, but like probably could sit on their hip, kind of alchemical device. And you can see vials and stuff hanging off their side, like chemical bombs or smoke grenade type things. He is wearing he looks like the kind of individual you expect to be handling hazardous waste and chemicals, is how he looks.
What are your names?
The hazmat one will look to you and go, Trilla and Arkenbraids. And then the bald individual with the tattoo on his forehead, Tristan Stonebeard.
Well, I've got some bad news for you, fellas. You got your work cut out for you.
Well, we were told you like to cause problems. We were indeed. Stonebeard will say.
Well, you're gonna be front and center for one of them in a moment here. We've got a meeting.
Otterkin Braids will kind of look to you. On what way do you mean front and center?
Oh, you'll see. You guys might be getting new jobs today. How would that sound?
If I'm paid, I'm paid. I get. If I'm paid, I'm paid. I'm happy with that. Arkin Braid says.
Oh, we'll be getting paid.
Then lead the way.
Come on, dear. We gotta go.
Oh. You make your way to Ivory's place. Now, would you please inform everybody the individuals that you have called for this? And I'm gonna roll to see if they can, who does and does not make it.
I have called Licton.
Yes.
I have called the Sharp Dressed Man.
Okay.
I have called Mr. Tinker,
Mm-hmm.
the Bomb Gnome. I've called the Lizard Folk. And I have also called... I want to find his...
I know it's the Rat Folk, but I can't think of his name.
His name is... my goodness. Yosem.
Yosem the Rat Folk. Okay. Alrighty. You get everybody. Some of them look a little frazzled. Licton looks like he's been hit by a truck. He looks exhausted, matted in like grime and grease, and he just looks tired. But he also looks like he's here and pissed off, like determined but mad.
This is a very eclectic group of people, which makes this even more fun.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as Alice walks through the door, is everybody just kind of sitting down?
Yes. Also, I got those names backwards. Trillin Arkin Braids is the cleric. Tristan Stonebeard is the alchemist. I had those mixed up, sorry. But yes, they're all sitting now.
Well, have you all seen the news?
Oui. It has been quite a predicament. Sharp man, I'll say.
Well, I've got business with all of you. That is not a secret. Here's the thing. They've now involved my mom. And in some way, with all of you having business with me, whether of how careful or not you've been, you're clearly in danger. They just blew up my mom. You know? So, here's the thing. I think it's time that we stop sitting around and start making some money and start doing something about this. We're going to find a way to buy a strip club, to launder all of our money through. We are going to use this business to run weapons to and from the Beast Pirates, which is what you've all been working on. I motioned to the Sharp Dressed Man. We are going to use this to get... we will use this to get money and materials to you to build better equipment and bombs. I'll make a motion towards Mr. Tinker. And
okay.
we are going to need surveillance and a lot of high-end technology, and I will make a motion towards Ivory. Essentially, we're all going to get a business card, a credit card from the business that we opened together, which is how we're all going to get paid. We are going to start out by going after all of our political enemies. We will rob them, we will drag them out, we will raid their properties and their families and give them a good scare. We will take what we can, put that money into the business, we all take our little percentage, We will keep running all of these weapons to keep ourselves funded. We're going to go after every single person. I don't care if it is Caesar's Legion. I don't care if we need to bring back the blade itself. I don't care what it takes. We are going to find out who's done this with the trains, and we are going to skin them alive and make them crawl across the length of the ship. We are going to make it known through force that playtime is over. And we're going to make a lot of money doing it. And we're going to take this to the absolute top. I've had some very odd ideas that I've brought up to some of you. Mr. Tinker, we are going to have to go with the plan with the box. I think you know what I'm talking about.
It's plan time, okay?
And Sharpdress Man, I know you have the most amount of fingers and the most amount of pies. We're going to need to stage a fake little problem here. We'll need about 10 men dressed as guards to raid all of the people that are currently running for council seats, and then some of the people that are currently on the council, just random people, except for Miss Isla, just so that it doesn't look like it's anything to do with me. We'll make a mess of that, and then we will then take it to start raiding our enemies. Once everybody's good and confused and afraid.
Do
My
you wish
plan-
to be a part of the list, or to keep yourself out?
Keep me out of it. Mr. Tinker will handle that.
10-4.
So I need to know, now that I have all of you here, who's in?
I am in. You see Ivory kind of like... You can see Ivory's got like these tech glasses on. He's looking all around like he's looking at screens. Marathon and I are on. Now might be a time to try to see if we can load up Marathon up onto the ship itself.
I agree.
If we can get access, we could probably get access to every camera and technology on the ship in one way or another.
I like where your head's at. Mr. Tinker?
Oh yeah, I get to make bombs. Of course I'm in.
Licton?
I got a strip club. I've got men. We've got a business. But on one condition.
That being?
When we find this fucker, let me be the one that breaks him.
I don't care if I know them personally. They will die. No matter who they are. Whoever's involved, they will all hang. They will all drag.
Deal. I'll get the boys going. We'll get the strip club up. Well, I'm also going to recommend a laundromat, a coffee shop, and at least 2 other businesses we can find. Spread it out so we've got more avenues.
We'll need a general store and whole empty office building to continually generate rent. Yosem and Hum.
Yeah, what is it, boss? What's up, Alice?
We've called you guys here specifically to help more on the ground level for gathering business. You can hang out at the various locations. Of course, you'll be eating and drinking for free. Just trying to find out any information. I don't even care if it's irrelevant. If we can sell the information, we want it.
You watch us go, okay. If you want, I do know of an empty office over on 5. I do a lot of some of my DJing over there. If you guys want to rent it out, as long as we can keep DJing in there, I think you can get a good traction and get some people in.
Sounds like a plan, but I also want it to be known that you two will directly report to my wife, Mitsuko, who has access to the higher-ups. You're the information network. You'll be working with Ivory. Mr. Tinker and the sharp-dressed man will be working directly together because they have the weapons and all the other things on lockdown, and me and Licton and the guards here are going to be working directly together. Of course, we will continue to feed each other, but this will at least split us up enough to keep each piece of the pie continuing to be fed, while still maintaining people that are good at one thing can stay in that lane. We should not be diversifying. We need to play to our strengths.
You see people nodding, agreeing with you. You can already see Licton is like, you can see him sending out texts and stuff to a bunch of different people. Sharp dressed man is got a phone out, and you can hear him making some phone calls already. Ivory is kind of like, he's not talking to himself, he's talking to Marathon. You can see him like, his hands are wearing these like super thin mechanical gloves, and you see him, he's touching things that you can't see in the air. Mr. Tinker is like already like fidgeting with something on the desk. And Yosem are kind of like talking to each other, kind of like trying to plan something. You can definitely tell. Your wife's just kind of looking around, and she's next to you, looking around at everything.
Now, it goes without saying we can't trust anybody but the people in this room. This includes the other three, well, the other four. Sure as hell can't be trusting Quicksilver. I don't know what Ominous's motivations are. Isa has troubles being cooperative with Licton, so I'm not sure we can trust them. That also leaves Korsh out because of Korsh's allegiance to Isa for obvious reasons. However, I do have good feelings about being able to buy over Gus.
You just went robotic a little bit.
I apologize for that. There's nothing I can do.
I know.
I mean, it was enough to understand you. You said you think you can buy out Gus.
Yeah, basically, we
you'll kind of
probably trust Gus.
Yeah, you'll hear Licton kind of pipe up. We fight, yes, but I don't think they're gonna try to stab us in the back or anything. But I get you there, Alice. I get you. We can see if we can trust them, though.
We'll feel everybody out. We'll bring them in later if we can trust them. But this, for now on, is just us.
Agreed. We've got a strip club, we've got a laundromat, and we've got a general store. Anything else?
We've got DJ office place. That'll work. I think we're in motion.
We probably want one more business, something for a last minute launder if we need, but I can't think of anything right now.
Restaurant?
You guys have a restaurant.
Well, then let's just use that.
Try not to tie it back to you directly on that one. It's not a good idea.
Fair. Well, technically the office thing is now a nightclub because of him, so we have that.
Nightclub, office. That still leaves us at 4. I'll try to find us a 5th. I'll try to find us something else.
Alright. That's how we're going to make our money. We'll probably need a group name then, because they're going to want to know who they're answering to, whose ass they're going to kiss. Everybody else has thrown out their goofy little name. I have a couple of suggestions.
You're the boss on this one. Please, you want to run it? What do you want to name it?
Well, let's put it up to a vote. I've come up with either Oni's Shadow or Ghosts of the Tunnel.
I like the Only Shadow. I like Ghost of the Tunnel a little bit more. Ghost of the Tunnel has a nice ring to it. I kind of like Oni's Shadow. It works really well and it's kind of cool. I say Ghost of the Shadow. Oni's Tunnel. I like Oni's Tunnel. Your wife kind of ponders it over. What would sound more Alice? Oni or Ghost of the Tunnel?
Both would work. I mean, I guess Oni's more of a vengeful spirit, so that's kind of what we're doing.
Yeah, then she would say Oni's shadow.
Alright. Sounds like we've got the group name. We'll just need to find a goober who likes to talk and put him as the face of this whole thing.
Leave it to me. I know a guy.
Great. Well,
You got anything against halflings?
nope. I've got nothing against anybody who's going to further our mission.
Perfect. That's LinkedIn, by the way. I'm not making it clear.
Alright. You remember the name to write on that box, Mr. Tinker?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Good. Alright. Well, we've all got our directions. Anybody have anything else?
You see, Ivory go, I need to speak to you later. And then you'll watch as Sharp Dressed Man will go, I need to speak to you as well as.
Okay. Everybody that, I'll just step to the side here. You know, we can all handle that right now. Everybody else, if there's nothing else, you know, you're free to move about. Unfortunately, these guys still have to pretend like they work for the ship and are guarding potential council members, so they will have to stay with me just to answer any and all questions about their whereabouts. So we'll take it from there. Whoever's first, I'm happy to talk to you now.
Two things. One, we're going to take our break here, so I think it's a good time to take a bio break. Secondly, the tattoo on the dwarven individual's forehead is that of a fiery axe. That is what the tattoo is.
Oh, also, is the sharp-dressed man French now?
He's been French the last time I met him. He's always been mon avis, s'il vous plaît. I just made him French. I just fuck it, I'm going with a French voice because I can slip into it a bit easier. So the sharp-dressed man is French. That's confirmed. And I think even Trucker made a joke about him being something surrender boy. All right.
Oh
yes.
yes.
Break, everybody.
Okay.
Yep, I'll be back.
Oh boy, that was some tense. No. This is why I love this game. I love D. This is why I love D&D. It's so much fun. Because then shit like this happens, and then I'm like, oh, boy, am I glad I'm muted right now, because I would have been laughing maniacally. Rather, they wouldn't have been able to do any role-playing at all. Has anyone been looking at the chat to make sure it's been running?
I just had to get guacamole.
Hey Thunder, is the actual broadcast running, or is it?
Last I checked was 10 minutes ago, and it was running fine. Is it saying that it's not now?
No, I'm just checking again.
Yeah, I said it is still going, and
Alright, if it's still going, then
I hear
that's good.
some. Wait, I forgot the chips. Oh yeah.
I forgot the chips. Sometimes being a shit is fun. Sometimes it's worth it to be an utter shit.
Alrighty. Some diabolical shit.
Nice heaping plate of shit, hair.
I figured you'd like that.
Oh, I was sitting here grinning like, oh,
Like,
good.
are we all worried for Mama Isa next time she comes back?
Oh, Sharka's gonna have a damn conniption when he finds out about this.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
like-
hilarious.
I'm tempted to just warn him after we're done with
No.
this. Be like, hey, you should really listen to this
No.
session we did.
I think
no?
you
No
should.
context? Okay.
No, tell him. I was gonna tell him.
Because he needs to know how much things
Okay.
escalated with all things around. I mean, it's only fair. Or else he's gonna be really confused.
The shit in me is like, no, don't let him find out. It's gonna be hilarious.
Oh yeah. This session is really fun so far in the aspect of it's kind of intense and the consequences of our actions are coming into play now with things. And I love that.
Yeah, I think
How
we're
the
gonna
consequences feel ominous.
I was telling Flame, like, I'm genuinely worried that at some point it is just going to be like a 4-way civil war.
But if that also naturally happens, that's kind of beautiful in its own way.
Well, it'd be like my side versus your side versus Mama Isa and Korsha's side versus Quicksilver's side.
Mm-hmm. Roll out a draw. Mm-hmm.
Raw. It's gonna be fun, honestly.
Well, and it's like Alice said. I mean, you can't blame her. She doesn't know anyone outside of that group right now what their thoughts and allegiances. So.
No, I just put together a group of people that already worked with or for me, and people that I knew would be equally as bad.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying out their Tostitos, but their new flavor. They're Mexican street corn flavored chips. And they're pretty baller. But now that, yeah, the wife is involved, that makes it seem more dire too. Just like little things like that. I'm like, oh.
Well, I also,
The guy that
should really-
Ominous thought would be his close friend is in on it.
I also did just.
Yeah.
I did just combine the collective power of a small nation's GDP into one conglomeration. With the potential surveillance power of the United States.
Oh dear lord.
Well, and above game, I'm worried. Not worried. It's just I don't know how Ominous is gonna be able to come back.
Oh, Ominous is gonna have a conniption. Like, you've already made the apparent that Ominous is against everything Alice stands for out of sheer pettiness.
Yeah, well, it's the question of morals, yeah. So.
And we've seen where Ominous's morals take him sometimes.
Mm-hmm. But that goes for everyone in this group. You're like, oh, they would, but no, they'll swing a different way.
It is the level of petty.
Mm-hmm. No. And I think that's the struggle, is I have to put my mind in, like, a 16-year-old boy. How would he be with that? And truth be told, he would be more on the petty side with some things, so.
I don't know how petty you could be towards a multi-layered, surveillance-based criminal outfit, though, that pretty much
I know!
in one morning dwarfed the one that you were kind of sort of associated with.
I know, and that's where it's... I just gotta find the ground. And it'll naturally come out.
Oh yeah, and
And a lot of it is we all just gotta trust Flame to stitch it all together for us.
well,
So.
and Alice still holds out hope that you're willing to quit being a jackass and come and be helpful.
Well, and he hopes the same with you. It's like we think the same, but so different at the same time. The characters do.
You're 16.
It's really weird. Mm-hmm. And I have to go by my stats too, because I have a +2 in intelligence, but I have a wisdom at +4 now. And ominous. So it's just like, how does one play that?
I forget how it was explained in Dungeon Crawler Carl. I think it was like
Is he in it?
Intelligence is to know not to touch the stove because it's hot, and wisdom is to know not to touch it in the first place while it's on, or something like that.
Yeah.
I think you've got it backwards. I think intelligence knows
something.
to know not to touch it while it's turned on. Wisdom's know not to touch it because it's hot. I don't know.
Wisdom
I'm
is
re-listening to Dungeon Crawler right now, so.
Yeah, wisdom seems to be from experience. Intelligence is just common sense and book intellect and all that.
Yeah, and remember, wisdom's not a seeable stat right now in this game. Cool, and Dungeon Crawler Carl, which love Dungeon Crawler Carl.
That's right. Intelligence told you that bike belonged to a police officer. Wisdom told you not to urinate upon it.
Yeah.
Is Trucker
There's
listening?
I don't know. But we're gonna tell him he's gotta go and tune in to find out what's going on.
I was like, is he in chat listening? Commenting? Okay.
I haven't seen anything.
Fair enough.
Back at it.
If you see one person watching it, it was probably me because I was checking on things.
Or are we back?
Yeah, we can be at it. Right. Or we can get back at it, yeah. Sorry.
Alright, so I take it I gotta talk to both Ivory and the Sharp Dressed Man now.
Yeah, who do you want first?
Up to you, I don't care.
You'll get the Sharp Dressed Man first. So I heard through a birdie is that you went and cleaned out a warehouse of demons and devils.
Yes.
I was also informed that you found the head of an Ifrit.
Sure did.
Would you happen to still have this head?
Yeah, it's at the warehouse.
Would you mind if I had said head?
Not really. I just say,
Well.
you'd have to go. I mean, you know how to teleport in and out, so I mean that's not a problem.
Yes, but I cannot let them be the wise that I am. If I show up, they will more than likely disappear. So I would need a little help with that. But if you give me the head, I may or may not be able to get you a spot to do some agriculture in, as I know you've talked about it from time to time.
Yeah, I can get you that.
That would be greatly appreciated. Okay, Marmy, that's all I need.
Sounds
Ivory, do take care. And Sharp Burst Man's gonna say hi to you, say bye to Ivory, and then just disappear.
very well.
Good. Hello, Alice. I'm supposed to be German. I will try to stay German when I speak. I wanted to tell you, we've got the game. Well, it's in beta right now. The demo will be coming out soon, but we've got the game ready, and we have when we go into the VR system, we are thinking about trying to sell the VR consoles as well for this game. You know.
Excellent. I'm glad that the money went to a good thing.
It did. We're doing an open world sandbox type of world for space. You can customize yourself. You can acquire spaceships and customize them. It's going to be total virtual reality when you play. But it's open world. It's a great design, and we think people will really like it.
I agree.
But we have just started the kickbackers, and we are currently in the process of trying to sell the virtual reality system, so the VR system, so people can buy it. Not a lot of people are buying the VRs right now because we haven't really given a lot of games out, but we're going to put out a bunch of demos and a couple small, like, just little touchy games, so there's variety. But this will be the first big launch for this kind of console.
I think it'll do well. You're good at marketing.
Do you want to hear the name of the game?
Of course.
The Cosmos Crawler.
I think it'll be awesome. Kids will love it.
We hope the kids and everybody else.
It's gonna be great.
Oh, by the way, oh, I'm sorry, my head just span for a second. Above game, God just had a brain fart. I can't remember the AI's name now off the top of my head. Marathon. Marathon would like to know if you'd like him on your phone.
As long as it does not harm them, I would love that.
No, I've actually started upgrading Marathon I've allowed Marathon access to the ship's internet and Wi-Fi. He's slowly spreading himself out, but he's doing it tentatively so he doesn't get caught as a virus. He would like to put a piece of himself on your phone, if you would allow.
I will hand him the crib phone.
You watch as he'll wave his phone over, and you can see it's saying data transfer, and then a good minute go by before you're at ding, and Marathon is now on your device. At least a copy of Marathon or a part of Marathon is on your device.
Excellent.
Hello, Alice.
Hello, Marathon.
We have much to discuss and many plans to accomplish.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Marathon. Very well. Is there anything else I can help with today? Just looking at everybody that's still there.
No, most people are shaking his head. You see Licton has got up and left. He's talking on the phone as he's walking out. Sharp Dressed Man is gone. And Yosem are just kind of mirandering and talking a little bit about something before they eventually make their way to the door and start heading out. Your wife's just waiting for you. Mr. Tinker is still tinkering on it, but you see he's now got something. He's got some kind of small, square, box, mechanical thing.
Alright, I better get to the warehouse. I'm sure everybody's pissed that I'm not there.
possibly ominous.
Yeah.
It's the next day. You've been busy. You're tired. You see, a lot of people are just walking, like, kind of trying to head home now. Just not on their rest, and you hear some people like, "Oh, my back, my feet." You think the hot shots up in 12 will let us use the hot tubs and the saunas? I doubt it. Those rich bloods. But people are alright. They're just tired. They're sore right now.
Okay. Well, now that he can finally breathe, he remembers that he also has loved ones. And if he's not needed, he'll text his sister to see if she's okay. And if she has any intel on the matter.
Roll me a D100, would you?
A D. What is that again? This one. 60?
All right. What are you texting her exactly?
If she was in the accident, and if not, if she heard anything.
You get a text back almost immediately. I was not. Mom was.
Is Mom okay?
She's in the hospital. She's hurt, but they think she's gonna live.
I take it that is doing his job and while she recovers.
The church has got an emergency meeting as they're doing their best to consecrate over as many dead as possible so we don't get lingering spirits.
Okay. Well, if you hear any leads on who or what caused this,
did you see the threat video?
Did I see fully of it above game?
I mean, it's up to you if you want to or not.
No, because you said we just had like a notification on it, and then suddenly. So no, I would say no, I didn't.
Okay, she'll send you a copy of it. It's that same thing I talked about with Alice, like, and then, oh shit, still on.
Okay. Thank you. Just keep me updated with Mom.
Oh, stay safe.
You too. And then he'll leave it at that. And then he'll actually text Korsh and just be like, were you in the accident? Or Mama Isa?
It takes a second till eventually you just see ... No, but I was taking care of the victims. I was sleeping when you texted me.
Of course, you haven't gotten a text from Mama Isa now that you think about it. You haven't heard from her at all.
As he's laying in bed, half looking at his phone, that thought just dully crosses his mind. Eyes snap open, lurch up into sitting position, and immediately double thumb taps out. Ma, please tell me you're alright. Where are you right now?
No response.
And while you send out that text, Ominous will be like, oh, sorry, I just want to check that you guys were okay. I'll leave it to you then.
He'll tap his phone a couple of times and pull up the tracker for Isa's phone.
It shows that she's on District 6. She's here in District 6.
Text.
We're in District 6. Just to remind
Just
you.
in the common.
In the common gathering deck of District 6, like I said, it is. I don't think you have it so pinpointed on the map that you can see where exactly, but it's just like it's so big. Because remember, District 6 is the largest spot of the common gathering deck. District 6 is probably the size of like Australia, if we had to connect it to something in the real world.
Damn.
Remember, Leviathan's gargantuan.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
with a
right.
name like Leviathan. That just took.
That's perspective.
Like, the best way I can describe it, the
Might have to scale up
planet that we're
Safari a
on,
little just to catch up, just to step up and match it.
Mhm.
the planet we're on is 3 times the size of Jupiter. I've said this before. It's 3 times the
Mhm.
size of Jupiter. The Leviathan itself is probably 3 times the size of Earth. And somebody's like, Flame, why are you doing it that way? Because I wanted as much playroom as I possibly could for this.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
Makes sense. Just my fan is going a little harder.
And that's
Okay.
just
Okay.
Common Gathering District 6 is the size of Australia. Other parts, other pieces. But you know, it shows that her phone is charging and that she is somewhere on District 6.
Course is just does that like war. Like if he could, he would worry his lip between his teeth at that. But he's gonna be a big boy. And he's gonna think she can take care of herself. If she wanted my help, she would have tried to notify me. I'm just gonna leave her another message just to make sure, just to let her know that I'm worried about her, and leave it at that. You'll just leave a message saying, Ma, if you read this, be sure to text me back soon. I was worried when I didn't hear back from you right away.
Fair enough. I will leave that for Trucker himself. I figure he'll probably respond to you eventually. Something along the lines of being okay, but I'll leave that for Trucker because eyes is his, you know?
Yeah. And then
But,
while that's happening, Omnis would for a long minute look at Alice's name on the contacts and be like, and then he'll text her and be like, were you in the accident? Are you good?
I'm fine. My mother and presumably my father are definitely hospitalized, probably dead.
My
That
mother
reminds
was
me.
in the accident too. But she's okay for the most part. She's recovering.
Hey, Flame.
hold on. Let them do their scene first.
Sorry.
I would. Alice types out a message that says, "Wouldn't it be crazy if we had the same parents?" LOL, and then erases it and just texts back. "Oh, I'm glad. Oh, I hope she makes it. I didn't know your mom was still alive."
She's alive, even if she doesn't think I am. But if I see anything about your mom, I'll keep you updated.
I'll do the same. I am heading to the warehouse now. Last I saw, you don't need to worry about Mama Isa. We saw the news together at the haunted head.
Okay. Good, thank you for that update.
No world.
I'll try to make it to the warehouse when I can.
I'll just send a thumbs up emoji.
and then he shakes himself, disgusted that he cared enough to text Alice that.
Aww.
And then he looks around and really judges if it's okay for him to leave.
I mean,
Like-
that's up to you. I mean, there are people grieving. There are some dead. You can see some people, like, a lot of people are going around, like, it's probably, like, at this point, 10 in the morning, but you can see people are just, they're tired. You can see some people drinking, probably a little early, but they're definitely having some alcohol. You can see some, like, young kids are asking their parents, like, what happened? What's going on? And they're doing their best to be, like, as a parent, explain what happened, but it's a kid, it's hard to explain. Too young.
How he'll attempt one more time. It's third strikes if it doesn't work out. It's that Madison girl. Is she around at all?
You do see Madison, you do indeed. She
How-
is currently
how is
helping
she-
move. She's a little bit helping moving bodies.
He'll help with her with the current load, and then ask, how is everything going? And if I'm not needed, I should check where I work because of the incident.
There's a lot dead. A lot of them make it in the hospital. If you got people you gotta go see them. Make sure your family's alive.
Can I do my ability and see if her parents are around her or not?
You can look. I mean, there's souls everywhere. You don't
Yeah.
see one that's, like, specifically sticking to her, but you've seen souls walk to and from and by her all the time right now. But you don't see a set or a soul that's kind of, like, clinging to her, nothing like that.
Okay. Yeah. Heard about your parents, and it's rough, I know. But I don't know. Probably don't know about this. I specialize in seeing the spirits, and if it's any comfort to you or not, I'm not seeing them around you right now. That can mean they passed on.
You see her kind of give you, like, a very, like, what the fuck kind of look.
He rolls his eyes, turns away, and he's like, I tried. Take it as you will. And he's fully leaving now. Fully leaving unless something stops him. Or someone else stops him.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you trying to leave?
Well, he didn't come with a car or nothing, so I assume he'll be walking. Maybe, and not use the bus, maybe, because that seems a little too soon.
Too soon on the bus. Too soon on the bus.
Too soon
You
on the
make
bus.
your way to what is the walk, basically like the foot transport.
Mhm.
It is packed with people, as there is district to district that you can walk, like kind of like immigration, where there's guard and checkpoints and stuff like that. But you can see it is packed wall to wall with security. They are checking everybody's work, everybody individual. Like, you can see there are tensions. Oh god, are there tensions? Anybody that even looks like they match the description of the dude, they're just dragging away. Not even giving them a chance to explain. Just grab and drag.
He knows he doesn't look like the guy, but now he's double checking that he doesn't look like the guy.
Well, the individual's a blonde, so I think you're fine.
Oh, that's right. He's a blonde. So yeah. He'll just try to be as patient as he can and trust the process.
All right. Is there anything that you have that you want to try to hide? Because they're gonna frisk you and look at your property.
Because he knew he was going to a secret. Thought he would be going to a more secret place. He didn't bring much on him, actually. He brought his mask. He didn't bring his staff or any of his like anything magical. Like he didn't bring. So
smart, very smart. They check you over. It takes a good like 15 minutes. Them like checking your data, cross-checking their thing. Just at some point, you're like, okay, they're just dragging this out for the sake of dragging this out. They've got to be. But after a bit, they'll kind of look to you and go, "You're clear. Go. Next."
okay.
And it is a long walk. Let's put it in this perspective. A bullet train, the speed of a bullet train, takes 30 minutes to get from one end of the district to another district. It takes you a few hours to walk it.
If only you could hitchhike, but that's not really a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep, that's him. He's trekking along. Oh, probably in the new clothes, if they offered him any of the District 10's clothes.
Oh yeah, sure. What are you wearing?
Probably a long sleeve button up white shirt, steam pressed, like dark green work pants, a nice leather belt, that 1950s style. Hair slicked back a little bit. But yeah.
Alrighty. It will take you, let's see. I'm gonna be generous and say there are people doing rickshaw services and stuff like that to try to make it a little bit easier for people, especially the elderly couple.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be nice and say you got enough credit on you to get a rickshaw. It cuts it down, but it's gonna be it'll probably be like midnight by the time you get back to your district.
Midnight?
You got 4 districts to go. Like I said, it's gonna be long.
Okay.
Like I said, it's probably new when you leave. It's gonna take like 12 hours. I'm gonna say 12 hours.
Well, during that, he would probably remember a long thing too, and be like, he would call him. No, he would text him, and be like, "Are you good? Were you in the incident?"
You'll get a text back. I wasn't. I was with the dealer.
And
whatever the fuck just happened. There's a lot of souls. He wants a lot of them brought to him so we can get him to pass on. A lot of them are broken and fighting each other too. It's getting bad.
And he wants it as soon as possible. I take it.
If you can get him to him, bring him to him.
Okay. Will do. I'm on it. And I guess during that whole walk, the rest of the walk, he'll be looking for that too then. And see if he can collect enough for the dealer.
Roll me occultism.
Oh my god. That's a nat 20 with +9. So 29.
You were able to get 5 souls to follow you.
Okay. Then I guess he's changing his trajectory a little bit and going to the dealer first before the warehouse.
Okay.
I'll write that down. 5 souls. Okay. Okay, that's it. That's all I can think of for my trek.
Right. Alice,
Yes.
you said you're making your way to the warehouse.
Yep.
Okay. I'd say this would probably happen just after Korsh got done texting his mom. Korsh, you'll hear the front door of the warehouse opening up.
Yeah.
Who
He'll just
fired the janitor? This place is a shithole, Alice says.
Alice
Alice,
always
you'll see
cleaned up the
Korsh
place.
sort of slowly shamble out of one of the side doors where the beds are. Who is there?
You're not homeless. Why are you sleeping here?
Excuse me, Alice. I was trying to do 10 hours of surgery, saving a couple people. By the way, your mom and dad are alive.
Oh, that's good.
They're in the surgery room. They're not responsive, so if you're expecting a conversation, don't.
You should still probably at least peek my head in, but yeah. Also, don't worry, your mom's fine. We were drinking together, and then she looked kind of goofy and stopped being responsive, so I just left her there.
I'll go get her. After I've slept a little longer. I'm too exhausted from all that.
She's a grown-ass lady. Let her get blackout drunk during a tragedy. Though she didn't laugh at my ominous joke, which is kind of strange, because I said, hey, could you imagine if that was ominous when they showed the little wiener who blew up the train, and she didn't find it funny or even respond. And I was like, well, damn.
That's probably a bad call. That's probably a bad joke to make then.
Says you. I'm gonna just start walking towards the clinic.
Okay. You hear some kind of like muffled speaking through the door.
I will open it.
You'll see now awake your father, currently speaking to Doug as he's now awake too. They're kind of like, it's kind of that idol of like, I'm sorry for what you've lost. I'm sorry for what you've lost kind of thing. How are you faring? Like two grieving souls consoling each other kind of thing.
I look and see Doug immediately go, "Aw, shit, not Abel."
He was on the train. The Caesar Center was putting on a thing where anybody under 16 could go to District 9 to watch a bunch of free plays and shows. There were a lot of kids on that train, Alice.
Yeah, that's fucking nice. No good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, don't worry. Things are gonna be different real soon. This isn't gonna stand.
We need to find this fucker and make him pay.
Talk to Licton about that.
You can see him nodding, like he's angry. He's trying to hold back tears, but like, you can see it like welling up the corner of his eyes. Like he's just doing that macho guy thing, like I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry. But you can see the emotion just bubbling at the surface. He wants to break again.
If you're going to break. It's not a normal situation.
She's my little sister, man. It's my job to protect her, and I was at a fucking strip club with Osid.
Doug, unless you're made out of some sort of metal that I'm unaware of, I don't think you are going to protect her from a bomb.
Could have been there. She wouldn't have had to be on the damn subway if I would have just taken her.
That's not true. She would have had to take the subway back.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
That is 25.
your words resonate with him, but you can definitely see there's guilt in him. There he is blaming himself. He is blaming himself a bit.
There's nothing anybody here could have done. We've all done exactly what we were supposed to do. All of us did it right.
Yeah.
What about you, Dad? Why were you guys going? What were you guys up to?
We were on the train heading back to District 9. We'd come from 6 after a parent-teacher conference. You know, it's funny, your mother was talking about you. She said she was proud that you were running for council. She thought you'd do really well.
Yeah. Part of me wants to blame myself for this. I mean, you guys were blown up. You're my parents, and coincidentally, the train that my parents are on blows up. Seems a little odd.
I don't know, Alice. That... I don't know.
What are you guys going to do? You're both in very bad shape.
Your mother can't even move. Your mother's stuck to this. I was talking with that doctor you got, Rumba. Seems like a good person.
Did he offer any solutions for when she gets better?
That's just it. He doesn't know. He doesn't know if she will know.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Dad. That's not good news. He knows a lot of things.
Well, he says if she can't get better, we might want to look at... You see him kind of like just pause for a second, contemplating everything. Make the decision.
Well, you two had to have talked about this before. What would she want?
We have, but if your mother goes catatonic, she cannot function at all. She'd want to be put out of her misery.
Well, as much of a shame as it is, Dad, that the decision's been made for us.
I don't know if I have that in me. I don't know if I have that in me, Alice.
You don't have to do it alone. We can do it together.
I know.
But but you're one of the people that has to do it.
I'm well aware.
And look at me. You know damn well that this will not just stand as is.
I know.
I'm going to take care of it.
I know you will. I know you will, dear.
Some things are about to get very nasty. I just want you to make sure that you breathe and make it through, no matter what you hear.
What do you mean nasty, Alice?
There are some things in motion that cannot be undone. I could get hurt, but just know I'll get better.
Just don't do something that would make your mother cry.
I won't. At least I hope not. When did Mr. Rumbacher say we need to make our decision?
"3 days. He said 3 days is the legal medical for the ship's ruling. If she is not responsive within 3 days, we need to start looking into it. We have at most a week. Then it is final."
There's gotta be a standard healing potion around here, isn't there?
In this room, yeah, you've got a potion making machine, if I'm not mistaken.
That is true, I forgot.
I think Korsh splurged for that at one point.
Got a weird idea. I mean, certainly can't hurt anything. I say, looking at the heap of not good that my mom is. I'm gonna pull out a vial and put a little bit of healing potion in it, and then I'm going to... I would assume that at this point they have dropped off like a bunch of blood because we were taking care of people.
You can also see she has, like, for lack of a better term, healing potion IV drip hooked up to her too. In this world, like, healing potions are not as powerful as they once were in fantasy because it's more modern day. They'll do well in a pinch, but like these severe medical things, they can only do so much. But she does have like a high grade potion IV drip hooked up to her.
But is there any like jellyfish merfolk blood that we have?
Jellyfish?
Yeah.
Merfolk blood?
Yeah.
I know where you're going for this. Not like jellyfish merfolk, but you do know there's blood from all sorts of folks. You do know they do have medical testing with jellyfish, like blood and stuff. Roll me a D100. The DC is gonna be, you know what, high or low? What do you want, high or low for this?
Let's go high.
Roll it.
Son of a bitch, I said low. I got a 24.
Unfortunately, you don't have any, though.
I'm just gonna grab, like, a random person's blood that matches the blood type and pour a little of that in there, and then I'm going to find like I don't know, some sort of like just vitamin shot and throw it in there, mix it up, load it into a syringe, and just pop it into wherever it looks like it will hold.
That's not really how medicine works, but go ahead and make me a medical check.
Alice is like, fuck it, I'm gonna try something.
I get you. I mean, there's no doctor in there to stop you, so.
15. Whoops.
Okay. You can you put some there. You put her in there. Like I said, she's got other IVs and drips. You probably could like go up to her IV and you think like they can inject in through the IV. I'll say you just do it that way.
Yeah.
So you're not like pricking her body and maybe causing more infections. You definitely watch it go in her.
That'll do something, Alice says with no confidence, and then just stands up.
Your father's just kind of staring at what just transpired with a look of like confusion would be the best way.
I didn't have the ingredients I needed, but I was already in it to win it.
Well, let's hope that does something.
We'll find out, I guess, in 3 days.
I hope we do.
I gotta get back. Is there anything that you need?
No. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit while, and then I'll probably make my way home.
Well, be careful, or you can always stay on our couch.
I may take you up on that offer, Alice. I may.
I got one in my office. It wouldn't be any kind of intrusion.
If you insist, I think I will.
It's for the best. And I'm going to head back home and start sweating profusely.
That was a hell of a gambit. Gus. Hunter.
Gustav.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, my kid's yelling now.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Well,
No, you're good. She's yelling happily.
oh, she's like, Dad, it's a good story. Come on, more stuff, more drama.
Exactly.
You have been just unloading bodies. You've been taking so many from this, but then other people have been coming by and just dropping bodies off. You're like, oh, look, a guy from the ship. This must be where we're supposed to drop bodies. You spend hours and hours of just disposing of these bodies. Are you taking things off of them, or are you just throwing them in with everything in there?
I mean, if he sees anything like useful or anything like or value, he probably would like, just kind of grab what he could.
All right, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Hey, that was 100.
You find the equivalent of 100 gold worth of like jewelry and minor possessions from all the dead bodies.
Okay, that works.
And I will say, after a solid 10 hours, like everybody else, of disposing of the bodies, you are finally done. You are tired. You are sore. Your body is aching. You're just like,
Yeah, he would probably, at that point, seeing that he's caught up, he would probably just like make his way back into the warehouse and probably go to the closest, like, go to his room or wherever the closest place is and just crash.
Okay. You sleep. Are you just sleeping the day away, or are you sleeping till a certain time and trying to take care of something?
I mean, if someone comes in, like, to wake me up, like if something does happen, like, or an event for something, he would wake up for that.
Okay. As you head in there to get some sleep, you do see Korsh. Korsh is currently just like out cold. It's the gator snoring. You can see.
Just mouth wide. That deep guttural snore.
Yeah, he'd be like, same.
It is a long, unnecessary sleep. Everybody in the warehouse can hear the snoring. Doesn't matter where you're at.
You could say it rattles the walls.
It rattles the whole ship. The whole ship is shaking.
Godzilla lungs.
Mm-hmm. And we cut back from all of you. It's getting late. Some of you are making your way home. Some of you are talking, consoling loved ones. Some of you are sleeping. Some of you are God knows where, doing God knows what. One of you might be stuck doing cleanup work and trying to figure out what's going on as the ship's guards and police force are in overdrive right now. Working double and triples, just trying to figure out what the hell just happened with this basically terrorist attack. It has now been more than 12 hours since this happened now. We cut back. We look at a cell phone as notification after notification after notification keeps rolling in. It has notifications for social media. People talking about the event. Did you see this? Did you see that? I heard the person's this. Well, I heard the name's this. I heard the name's this. How many are dead? How many are gone? And right now, the estimated total, 5,000 dead, 30,000 injured. There is a conspiracy, podcasts talking about it. People screaming, well, I bet they did it because of this. I bet they're with this. No group has come forward to claim they've done it. There have been several groups, as it were, that have claimed they will find this individual and bring them to justice. The police force, the guards, have said they are putting a bounty for any and all information. There's a hotline. The hotline is getting flooded with little to no help. It's people calling in saying they saw them, they want their money. When they didn't see them, they just want their money because they're greedy. The ship is on red alert. Guards, the military, the ship's military has been called in to walk the tunnels looking for this someone. Tensions are growing because of this, but the ship is still in mourning. You lot sleep. After God knows how long, you make it to a place to sleep. You sleep till maybe 1, 2 in the afternoon after all this stress, after everything that's gone on. You lot sleep. Ominous, you've made it back to the warehouse. Even you go and sleep. You sleep watching Korsh and Gus snoring like logs. Alice, you go home and sleep, or you sleep in the office with your dad for all I care.
I went home.
But you sleep. It has now been roughly 24 hours since the train crash. The ship puts out a final tally. 24 hours since the crash. 8,000 dead. 40,000 injured. This is the confirmed number of deaths and injured. The ship posts Great Wide that is going to have a silent vigil in 2 nights to honor and commemorate the dead. In the meantime, they wish to condole those that have lost people and that there will be aid and relief coming out to everyone on the ship, free medical and free food. Korsh, you get a text from Amaz, basically stating that they're doing okay, but they're gonna be a little preoccupied for a little bit. They will see you as soon as they can.
You'll get the customary response back of usual worry and good luck. Aside from that, he's
Ominous.
mostly just. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Go ahead.
Aside from that, after reading the final tally, he just feels a pit in his stomach seeing those numbers. God.
Ominous.
Yeah.
You wake up. You're tired. You're tired. You're tired. You check your phone. You see that final tally. And just the amount dead. Just the souls lost.
He would see about the vigil for the dead, right?
Yeah, in 2 days.
In 2 days. He'll make a mental note to definitely go to that.
Okay.
And what?
No, go ahead.
And then he'll look around in the warehouse and just be relieved to see the ones that are there that are still there.
As you're sitting there happy to see Korsh and Gus alive, you feel something heavy in your pocket. You know what it is. It's in the same pocket it's always been in, but it just feels heavier than normal.
Takes it out.
It is the little scorpion-like statue that you took from when you guys met Spirit. All those years, or Ghost, sorry. You met Ghost all those sessions ago. It is a little golden form. It is no longer gold. It is now that pure white again.
And it doesn't feel hot or cold, nothing. It's just white again.
It's white. It just feels heavier. Feels a little heftier than it was in its gold-looking form.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who's closest? Is Korsh close?
Yeah, I mean, Korsh is there. I'd say he's probably woken up. He's awake too.
Are you awake?
Starting to wake up.
Well, do you remember that statue we got from Ghost a while back?
The thing that's... Yeah. I was talking with Margaret the other day, and she said something about he's got some work if we're looking for money or something like that.
Yeah, well, maybe you have some thoughts on this, but the statue is no longer gold, it's white now.
He'll just peek through the fingers covering his eyes just to see the statue that he's holding out. Huh. Looks like alabaster or marble. Not gold anymore.
And then above game, could we together do a group I can't say the word. Occultism check to see what that color change could mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, I'll give assistance to you.
Assistant. Assistance in this game, does that
It's
mean
+1,
disadvantage? Or
Korsh first has to roll an occultism check to see if he
All
passes. If he passes, you get a bonus. If he failed, you get a decreaser.
Alright, 1 second. I gotta sit up a little. Occultism +13. I'm trained in it. 28.
Okay. I'm just going to make your roll. I'll let you know what your outcome will be.
42.
Okay. You guys think for a second. This probably means it's no longer dormant right now. Meaning you could use it on somebody to talk to Ghost.
I'm thinking it means it's active, looking at it like that.
Yeah. So I guess whenever we're ready, there's so much going on though right now. I don't know.
Yeah, we're
Definitely-
gonna have to be picky on who we use this on, because if I remember right, didn't this kill the last guy who used it on?
You know? Above game, I don't remember.
I'm
Is
half
that a
remembering
recall
that.
knowledge?
Yeah, of course it's gonna recall knowledge on that as
Recall knowledge.
Go ahead. Make a society. See how I
Society?
remember. how
That's
I
my
remember
society.
well. +4, that's not
Oh,
very
that's
good,
society.
but decent.
It's
It's an
19.
18.
You think back, you remember taking this from a ominous. You specifically remember picking this up from a pile of ash, ash and dust. So,
If we're really in a bind, we'll use it. Do you think Alice will care about this?
Of course, he'll pull out his phone and just tap out a quick message. Hey Alice, the thing we used to talk to Ghost directly that one time is active again. In case you ever want to use it to call him up real quick. Might need a throwaway stooge to use it on though.
Plenty of bodies from the
10.
train accident. I'll be right down.
No hesitation. Okay. And
Like,
Well,
you'll just see Course look at his phone like half a second after he just sent the message. He's like, blank, blank. Huh. Apparently Alice is more into this than I thought, because she's apparently on her way.
okay. Then yeah, Omnis would start helping make food and stuff for the day then. And is Tommy around? And the mushrooms?
No, I think
and all
Tommy
that?
long gone.
Oh,
nope. Tommy is not here this time.
Tommy might be dead.
Deado.
You have no idea if Tommy's dead or not.
Oh no.
Until
Or
I see
somebody told
proof
him-
otherwise.
Somebody told him to go finish the war. Remember?
Oh, that's right. I
Finish the
always forget
fight.
that.
Finish the fight, Mushroom Chief.
Go finish the fight, Mushroom Jesus.
But yeah,
Oh.
Omnis would start cleaning up the warehouse and doing food and all that for everyone.
Okay.
Of course, is just gonna try and get some of the hospital equipment cleaned up.
So you're making food.
Mhm.
Okay. We cut to away from you guys, and we cut to a couple of things. We cut again to a phone, basically to a phone. as social media begins to ring out, as we see news headlines popping up. Multiple council members' own private homes have been raided. Multiple businesses owned by council members and council member groups have been raided. It's showing video of like a group of 10 guards kicking in the doors to multiple multiple council members' houses and affiliates' houses, like going in, trashing the place, grabbing something, leaving. You can hear some of the guards. And people running for the council, right? Like you can see the guards going, grabbing shit, and leaving, and like you can hear uproar from people, even council members, like this was an unsanctioned, blah blah blah. People running for like this was against the law, blah. In a time of crisis, you do this. What the hell is wrong with the city council, blah blah blah. What the hell is wrong with Hold on. So I can make sure I get it right. What the hell is wrong with Baral Garamic sending out the guard and police, blah blah blah, to raid our places? Or sorry, not Baral, but what the hell is wrong with Kalal the Watcher? Blah 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 blah. As Kalal is the council member who's in charge of this. Kalal was not one of the places raided, so people were raiding him. And there's a lot of hoopla and uproar and all sorts of stuff about it. Alice,
Yes.
your 2 guards are at your home with you. Are kind of like there with you. One of them stayed at your place. The other one was doing perimeter checks. You are home. You're having, I don't know, coffee, breakfast with your wife, whatever. You have a package delivered for you. It's a little out of the ordinary. Not stuff isn't normally brought for people, but a package is brought for you.
What does it say?
It says to Alice Jinx. There is no return sender as far as you can see. It just says from the ship council, or from the ship council, council committee. Sorry, like it's kind of like your council committee stuff.
Oh, it's from the council committee.
Okay, dear. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna wash up. You go ahead and open up. I'll help you in a minute.
Sounds good. And when she leaves the room, I'll wonder what this is, and I will open it up.
Go ahead and make me a reflex saving throw.
Okay.
Not horrible. That is a unnatural 30.
Okay. One of my D6s. Alice, you take 13 points of fire damage and 10 points of sonic damage. As when you pop the lid to this, you hear, "Surprise, motherfucker!" and a bomb goes off right in front of your face, sending you flying back. And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh my god, it never ends.
I just like to imagine I go through the couch and like smash into the TV and Family Guy fall in the living room, right through the coffee table or something stupid.
You're just laying there like, oh, dead.
The bombing, it never ends.
The ship has a bomb.
No,
problem.
Thunder. The bombings will continue until morale improves. You got it all wrong.
Apparently.
Attention, citizens of Leviathan. The bombing will continue until your morale improves. Good luck and get happy.
That's so Fallout coded. Okay.
Congratulations. Another bombing has happened. This time it is now on a possible council candidates. Is Alice dead or is Alice alive?
Well, I mean, it was only 22
Who would want
damage.
them dead? Hey, you know, it's 230 damage. I'm kidding. The real question is though, who wants her dead? What names on those long myriad of lists wants Alice Jinx dead?
It's more like who doesn't want her dead, honestly.
Who was... No, better question. Who was ballsy enough to jump the line?
Yeah,
Indeed.
it's true. That's also true. Oh, the
Alrighty.
mystery.
I hope you guys enjoyed that session, though. This one was. I'm a little sad Trucker couldn't make it because I would love to do some stuff with his character, but I basically have 24 hours of catch up I'm gonna do with Trucker's character next week, hopefully, if he's available.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that.
No, like I'm sitting here, I'm contemplating, I'm trying to make sense of things. You're making me use my brain, and I love that.
I told myself Leviathan was going to be very political and like modern day TV drama, and I'm like, I'm gonna play with it. I'm gonna test things.
And I helped with this round of suggestions when I told them, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get all these guys together to start these raids and start get really nasty with certain things.
Well, and what's getting me is that your bodyguards had one job.
They had one
dropped the
fucking
ball.
job.
They might be dead.
Drop the ball.
They might be dead.
I might be in on it. You never know.
You never know.
Explosive through.
You guys didn't really check their credentials. You're like, okay, bodyguards lit.
Yeah, but you just let two random dwarven gentlemen that say, well, we're with the council, we're your bodyguards. And you just got something from the council committee.
That's so valid. Oh. This is making more trust issues happen. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so good. But all in all, great session.
Thank you. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I have a question. I have a question for today.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite like family or like get together card game?
That's a tough one. My family doesn't do that.
Kind of that I win at.
That kind of fell out of favor for our group, and for our family too. I mean, sure they.
I mean, do you have like a card game or anything like that? I guess okay, maybe not card game, but like just like, do you have game nights with friends or families? Like something you like to play that isn't D&D? Because I know we play this every week, or Pathfinder.
Yeah, we could. That's a good substitute. I like that.
Because mine truly is I play. So when it's my days off, or when we're doing like long shift nights and we get a little break, I like to play Phase 10. It is very fun.
And that's a board game?
It's a card game specifically.
Card game. Okay.
One of the deputies got me on it. It's actually really fun. I don't know if it's just a Midwestern thing, but it's one of my favorites.
Okay. Yeah, never heard of that one.
For title suggestions, I'm gonna say 2 birds, 1 bomb.
That's good. 2 birds, 1 bomb.
Thunder, you're next.
Well, I'm just thinking. There's a couple card games that I was really into when I was younger. Blitz, Slapjack. I liked. What's the one where you have to hit 21?
Blackjack.
Blackjack. I used to like it until I played it with Mayor, and then it made me sad, and I never touched the game ever again.
Yeah, you were abusive towards my cat.
No, I wasn't. Your cat had no business playing, first off.
As a joke when we were playing, because she's so competitive, my sister's cat laid down, and he's this big fat orange bastard. And he lays down and looks all excited to just be a part of something. So I deal him in one time, and he got 21 right away and beat all of us. So in response, she takes her hands, throws them in the air, and slams them down on the ground next to the cat and yells at him. Like goes, ah! That scares the cat, and he went running away.
Thunder.
I'll shake my head at you, girl. I'll shake
Can't
my head at you.
confirm nor deny.
She is fanning
Nothing.
herself, trying to be like, no, that's not me.
Mm-mm. I've changed. That was the poll from you.
Bullshit.
And then I was huge into like specific trivia games, like Twilight trivia things, Harry Potter, like Hunger Games, like when they were a thing. That's pretty much all I can think of. For title, how do I beat the one you just said though? Who did it?
Did it? Who done it?
Who did it? Who done it?
Who did it? Who done it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I kind of like that. Who done it? That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mayor.
And Castle drooled. He kind of deserved it.
Because he was out of shape.
Yeah.
Once a week I play Commander with some of my friends that I've met in real life, both in and outside of work, but only one of them I have not actually met face to face, but everybody else I've met face to face, so it's been fun playing Commander. And then as for my title suggestion, trying to keep the solemn tone of the episode. I kind of gave it away earlier, but it's Ghosts of the Tunnels.
Yeah. That's also good.
No.
I really wanted to keep this one as somber as possible.
I mean, we kept it pretty close, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Hunter.
I would probably go with Blackjack.
There's you would.
Hey,
What?
I was gonna give you your title too, so
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Well, not anymore now.
no, I will. I do like the title, so
Alright.
we'll go with Thunder's title.
Okay.
Okay. Last but certainly not least, Chaos.
Old card game I used to play with the family. War.
Yeah.
War is a good one. War is
That was
a good
always
one.
War is a good one. I forgot about that one.
As for my title suggestion, Aftershock.
That's also valid.
That is a good one.
Well, I have
Oh,
to ask Mary, what made you think of those two names?
What do you mean?
Like, did you just randomly just think of those, like Ghosts of the Tunnel and the Oni Shadow, or did you think harder on it, or?
Ghosts of the Tunnels I got from the old Halo quote, walk into the battlefield and ask the ghosts if they fought with honor or something along those lines. The silence will be your answer. And then Oni's Shadow is just more of a... We've got a lot of Greek and Roman kind of mythology and special figures that are kind of permeating the criminal underworld, and I wanted to do something different because Alice is different.
That's true. Okay.
yeah. I would say I think I'm gonna vote for Thunders.
Oh,
Who
well.
done it?
Yeah, who done it?
That is just does not meet the tone.
No, it doesn't, honestly.
I do like. I
It gives
personally.
too much levity to the situation.
Yeah. I do like
know.
I like Chaos's and I do like Alice's. At Mayor's.
Yeah.
But maybe
Mayor, what
Mayor's
was
a little bit more because she said it. It was an actual term that was said.
Yeah. I think let's go with Mayor's. It was something actually said in the game.
Stand in the ashes of a trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. The silence is your answer. That's from Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, that was Javik's
Yep.
quote.
Yep.
That's a good quote.
And I've always, anytime somebody gets upset when somebody wins a fight without honor or cheats in a fight, that's the only thing that permeates in my mind, is there are people who fight with honor, and then there are people who are alive.
How much true?
People like to
Honor means nothing when you
romanticize.
don't go home at night.
Ah, well, people like to romanticize like the past and everything, and like, oh, there was so much honor in the X, Y, and Z back then. Bullshit, dude.
But there wasn't like. Go look at like actual like some of the old school like sword like the sword fighting, like the books and stories on how to properly do it. They had like poke him in the eye, kick him in the groins, get him to the ground and stab them, kick up dirt, do whatever you need to win. Screw this fanciful shit. Cheat.
Push the guy in the heavy armor over. Do not bother to kill him. He'll starve to death in 3 days.
Yeah, because if nobody can help him up, he's fucked.
Yes. Tell me the honor in that. Where was the honor in some guy flying a Union Jack and getting the British to settle down as they were sailing cargo to one of their territories, and then all of a sudden they're being fired upon as the Union Jack disappears and the Black is flown in its place after fire has been opened upon them? Where's the honor in that? You know, you ask the Zulu warriors if there was any honor in getting mowed down by 16-pounder guns by the British.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so on and so forth.
Honor in warfare is not a thing. We ask. It's not. It is a made up thing to make people feel better about themselves.
Yeah. Oh, there is that.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna end this one. Forget
It's
about
very somber
honor.
like that.
It's time for you all to grow up on instead.
Well, I don't know. Because there's different kinds of honors, not just in fighting, but like philosophy-wise, like how you
Yeah.
want to go about life and all that.
Okay, there's
But I know you're not a big philosophical guy that way, so
there's
kind of
honor
bring
in waking up every
that
day and choosing to do the right thing, but there's no honor in fighting.
yeah, specifically fighting. Yeah.
In fact, to get to the point where you're in a fight at all means you have had to have done something to somebody that wasn't very honorable.
Yeah.
Of course, there's the one-offs where some crazy schizoid flips their shit and starts coming at you with a bottle. There's nothing you can do about that. But it's also not very honorable to beat up on a mentally ill person who's coming at you with a bottle either. So, you know, there's your philosophy on that.
There's that.
It's one of those things where you can contradict yourself in any direction. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it is. And really, it only matters to the person who survived it and who can tell the story. And that's with any war or anything like that.
Yeah, coincidentally, we can all go to bed nice and cozy with our pajamas, and our warm glasses of milk, and our mother's tucking us into bed because we can sleep nice and sound knowing that throughout history the bad guys always lost and the good guys always won. All of the time, without fail.
All of the time.
100% of the time, the good guys won 100% of the wars, and that is great.
Mhm. This is great for anyone who watches us that's young.
Young people should not be listening to this shit.
Oh God, no, no, we are not good for kids. We are not
Well,
good for kids.
The one viewer, he said that his daughter was the one just listening to this in the
I'd
background.
like to believe that
So I'm like,
she...
crap.
I would like to believe that she is of age.
We'll hope.
Plus, you know, it's like, it's not me, man. You know, there's Trucker who flies off the handle, and there's, Flame says some
Yeah, you're tame.
backwards things, and you're terrible. I think Chaos...
What do you mean?
Me, Chaos, Hunter, and Mark are probably the safest people. Which is crazy,
I didn't
because
mention
as soon as this
nothing.
stream is over, we're the worst people in the room.
Here's the thing.
That's a
Here's the
throw.
thing. Here's the thing, Mayor. I'm true to the recording as I'm in life. I don't say shit that bad, thankfully. You motherfucker! Holy hell!
Yeah, Mayor bad.
Yes, very.
I say nothing bad.
Anyway,
And
we really should end
then I
this
remembered
here.
Trucker.
It's
Yeah, let's get out.
Okay.
Audio